Greetings and welcome to Die Dragon Die presents Enter the Dungeon episode 39. Yeah, more. We're much past the 3 or 4 games that we said we were going to play in this campaign of our Pathfinder 2 campaign. I'm going to unmute the mics. We are joined by the full Ontario crew of Adam, Mark, and Ahmed. How is everyone doing on this fine wintry evening?
Nice to be back. It's been a while for me.
Yeah. We are streaming from the new place. I would like to say this is the first stream from the new place, but it is not, because we played on Tuesday night with the Titans Gift crew. But this is the first one from the DM console facing this way. First stream for the Ontario crew in the new place. Hey guys, how's it going? It's been a while.
Good.
What have you been up to? Hey Fox.
Yo, Fox.
So, here's the thing. And we're just going to say, here's the thing. I got this text. I worked a shit ton over the last week. And I got this text. And the text is, the dryer's broken. It's like, okay. Did you check the wiring? Yes. Is it plugged in? Did you check the fuse? I got a yes and a yes. Okay, did you replace the fuse? I got a yes. It's like, okay. I have to go away to work, so let's buy a new dryer and be done. It's like, okay. Now, check the dryer, make sure it's a standard size. Do you know how big the dryer is? She goes, yes. Okay. So we go and get a dryer. And buying a dryer took all of 5 minutes, because I'm like, you got the size of the dryer? Yes. You got you check the, okay, good. We go there, we buy a dryer, we get in there, and she's like, this kind of like, I don't fucking care, pick that one. Get that dryer, send it to my house, pay a guy to install it, the whole fucking thing, just get the dryer, the washer, put them in. I don't care, just make the problem go away. Then Jessica's got a job interview on the day that the washer dryer come in, so I'm like, okay, I'll work from home, despite the fact that I was traveling for work for a whole week, so I hadn't been in the office for a while because shit was going nuts. They show up with the washer and the dryer, they bring them downstairs, and they're like, this is not going to work. And it's like, why isn't this going to work? And it's like, really fucking obvious. I've got a 25-inch door, and we've got 27-inch washer and dryer. So I got to take out a wall, because the door frame isn't enough, because I take out the door frame, I've only got 26.5 inches, and these shits is 27. So I gotta take out a hunk of wall. So my day became, pull out a hunk of wall to get a washer and dryer in, but now the people who I paid to put in the washer and dryer, they fucked off. They're like, well, it sucks for you.
What's the hardness of the drywall?
They're like, get in the house, we're done.
We're done. So I gotta go call the company to get my money back. That's fine. I'll save the $90 it is to install the washer and dryer. The fucking washer weighs 220 pounds for the data sheet. So this stupid fucking thing, I had to actually lean against the wall to bend it a little bit to get it through the hole without having to knock out an extra section. So I was leaning against the wall trying to pick up and move the dryer, or the washing machine to get it in. Got the fucking thing in, go to set the shits up, plug in the dryer. Dryer doesn't work. What the fuck? Fuses weren't checked. Go check the fuses. Fuse is blown. I've torn out a wall. There was no reason for this, because all it was a goddamn fuse in the first fucking place. Now, to be fair, the washer and dryer, they were from the fucking 80s, the early 80s, because it's fine, get rid of them, sure. But I blew out a wall for a fucking fuse.
What did you do with her body?
Absolutely nothing. I said, sweetie. And then, could you go buy a fuse? She bought a fuse. She bought the wrong kind of fuse. That's okay. I went and bought new fuses. But there was a week of Adam smelled like ass, worked too much, because we had no clean clothes.
So
it was
Call the laundromat, dude. Just make a trip. That's it.
it was the whole thing about socks. Yeah. It's like, no, you can't use any more socks. It's like, but my feet stink. Reuse them. I can't. I will get a fungus.
I'm not a monk.
All right. Anyways,
I've bitten my lip 3 times during that conversation.
I have a new washer, a new dryer.
She owes you one.
They go bing, boom, bong. They're beautiful.
Hey,
whatever.
You know what Jessica will think is really funny? On her birthday, get her a measuring tape.
And the proper kind of fuse. and some dryer sheets. just
She'll think that's hilarious.
I didn't get the real gift,
Yeah, or wear a cup.
Well, yeah, both. All these things are not mutually exclusive.
So that was my my washing machine dryer story.
Okay. Mark, top that.
I can't really. I've been like the last week. I've been not week. I worked 2 overtime shifts. I got a week off throughout my schedule, my weird ass schedule, and I worked 2 out of the 7 days. So, but I still got a stretch of time off. So we just weren't ready to go. That's too bad.
Yeah. Ahmed, what's going on with you?
What's up, guys? I started a jiu-jitsu class. This is the 2nd week.
That's cool.
Yeah. I am old. A fucking old man. I used to think like, no, I can get into it. Taking a sweet ass time. Taking a long fucking time.
Hey, there's one thing that you should not do though if you're doing jiu-jitsu. Don't lose weight. You're gonna have to wail on top of people.
Just lay on people.
Just lay on people.
Are you tired yet?
How about now?
Because Shamu's comfy. It's
everything is moved and set up in my new place. I hand in the keys to the other place tomorrow. I scrubbed the other place and patched drywall and did all the shit. Moving kind of sucks. No, moving sucks. And then moving while you have a sinus infection and are like hallucinating is like a weird circle of hell.
Did you move into the right house?
I am glad that I'm so glad that I started packing my house like over the Christmas holiday. Because by the time, and then I made a plan. I had about 130 tasks in a spreadsheet and the order in which they needed to get done. Because when I was sick, I just wanted to like basically be told what to do and get it done quick enough so that I could go and lay down. But yeah, everything's moved and unpacked now, and I'm settled, and I feel much better. I'll return to work next week, which means back to our regular schedules of stuff. Next game will be on Saturday as well. Good stuff. Saw Color Out of Space. During my time off, Nicolas Cage going mad with his family. It's a film adaptation of a Lovecraft short story. It was awesome.
Are you sure it's not Nicolas Cage driving his family?
No, it is definitely the color out of space that drives everyone crazy. Like, he's not the perfect human being. He doesn't portray the perfect human being, but they go nuts. It's good. It was really good. I remembered why I don't like going to theaters with audiences. They all laughed at the weirdest things, like people dying horrible deaths equaled laughter.
Yeah.
And it was like, you could tell it's like the edgy fucking teenagers or people who are drunk or high or whatever, and nothing, like they weren't getting into the movie. They were there just to see some splatter gore. So I remember it. I'm like, aha, this is why I don't tend to go to theaters. I get to have my own reaction quietly at home on the couch. Funny. Anyways. Yeah.
What's with the green map?
Nothing?
Are we supposed to be there?
Well, I'll fucking set it up. Give me a second. Let's do a recap.
Give me a second, bro.
Yeah, give me a second here.
Oh yeah, now I remember.
Let's do a recap of what happened last game. Last game was called The Apprentice, which we played 19 days ago.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck.
We murdered everyone. I can make it better. I can fix everything.
The party travels through the air node back to the Greater Temple, where they encounter the Supreme Commander and the Lord Wizard returning from a trip from the Fire Node. Despite being injured and low on spells, the party takes the initiative and ambushes the pair. Alcur that learns that the Lord Wizard was once close to him, his apprentice named Taharon. One of the
Yeah,
heroes.
that's right. You're gonna make it better, right?
Yeah.
I remember that.
One of the heroes is brought low with a death spell while the fighting spills over into the fire node. The party then withdrew from the fire node back into the temple and then back to Nulb to find two creatures that were sent by the Temple of Elemental Evil leaders, who are now dead. What is that, Mark? You're muted.
You muted the guy.
I found it in my Pathfinder. My wife makes has one of those button machines.
Yep.
I guess she was making buttons, and it's like a picture of part of my cat's face.
It looks like
Giant
the
eye.
old Pog making machines.
Yeah.
You make.
There were two creatures. One was a manticore whose tail spikes were on fire and setting ablaze to Nulb, and the second was a ancient blue dragon that you realized was awakened from that strange menagerie room inside the temple. And this creature was sent to raise Nulb, and you know that if they're not stopped, they're going to move on to Homlet. Just as a giant fuck you to those that have been interrupting operations in the Temple of Elemental Evil.
Fuck you, dragon.
It's kind of like the diplomacy giant. No, the fuck you dragon.
It's the fuck you dragon.
Okay, so the party had finally they had snuck into the city or into the town and went to Otis's shop and used the orb to go into the workshop outside of time, but you found that Iggy, Ali, Mudrezzar were not in there, and Otis told them that they had gone to check out sightings of a strange duo, a druid and a goblin, at Bone Crusher's Grove, which proper name is called the Bloodclaw Grove, which is in the vicinity of Nulb in the Temple of Elemental Evil. Apparently, this grove is where previous versions of Bone Crusher, who became a werebear, would go and chill out during full moons and kind of be at peace with the land. So, we're going to switch to Mudrezzar, Ali, and Iggy as they're making their way to Bloodclaw Grove. They do have a map, as people have been in this place before, and Otis provides this map. You also think that you're being silently guided by some Fae that Otis is allied with. So you guys are kind of like bushwhacking through through the trees, trying to find your way, and I'm going to bring you to a map called the Bloodclaw Grove. Iggy is sitting up on Mudrezzar's shoulder, and Ali is, I don't know, behind Mudrezzar. He keeps on accidentally kind of bending tree branches that then go flapping back into Ali.
You know what? Perhaps I would go in the front. This is getting very annoying. Oh!
Yeah, sorry about that. There's lots of trees around here. He turns around to see how Ali's doing, and Iggy has to duck with a branch.
Minus one charisma.
Mudrezzar, Iggy, and Ali do have a bit of gear. So Ali has prepared his mutagens and alchemy stuff.
I have
Whatever it gave to the party.
Yes.
Yeah, we have I have very little.
Yes, but you've timed it because of the time differential. You're pretty sure the party has used all the stuff already, so you could have re-upped your powers if you wanted. If you re-up your powers, the consequence will be all the alchemical stuff the party won't have when they try to fight the dragon, but you don't know that. You don't know about the dragon and all that. Although the party
You didn't know they
The
were
party's
on
going to lose it
killing
anyways
spree.
because they're going to go into the time space of the thing and rest.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so go ahead and prepare your stuff.
Okay.
You know that this is dangerous territory. Like this is like a small. It's supposed to be a small place where the werebear Bone Crusher found solace, but it is close to Nulb and it is close to the Temple of Elemental Evil. But it's interesting that there might be a druid grove out there somewhere. Mudrezzar, Ali, Mudrezzar, and Iggy have some gear as well that they were able to find in the.
Sorry, quick question.
Yes,
What level are we?
your 14th level.
They've level 14? Okay. Perfect.
Yes. All right. Now your gear might be underwhelming. You guys are kind of the support cast, but you do have a part to play. Let us do Ali first. Ali, you do have bracers of armor. I believe they're +1, type 1.
Okay.
And then, do you have a weapon?
I had like a spiked gauntlet, but that's it. I don't have.
Do alchemists use
crossbows.
weapons?
Crossbows. Crossbows are good for him.
Crossbows? Okay, you have a +1 striking rune on your crossbow. And then I'm going to give you a single random magic item, and we'll stick it in a big list and see who
picks what?
picks what.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Give me a D3.
Okay. 3.
Okay, give me a D2.
1.
All right, it's a consumable. Give me a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Oh,
9,
look, it's
10,
something I can
11.
make.
Give me a D11.
5.
Okay, it is a 15th level consumable called an Elixir of Life Major.
Can't make that.
Can't make that, no
Give
sir.
me 1 level. Elixir of Life Major. Got it.
Heal.
Got it. All right, Iggy,
Yes.
do you use a weapon?
Yes. Longsword, rapier, sap, shortbow, short sword, or whip. I kind of want to have a sap-like broom.
Okay, yeah, I was just, you and I were thinking the same thing. So you have the broom that your first master gave to you. This thing, once you had a hold of the book, which is back in the space, you were able to read a few lines from the beginning of the book, which are meant for you only, and it summoned your broom. We'll treat the broom as a quarterstaff, and then the other end as a sap if you want.
Broom.
Iggy's broom, both ends are considered +1 striking. Do bards wear armor?
They can,
Wait
but
up.
they're also unarmored.
Okay. So you can also have type 1 bracers.
Okay.
And then a D3.
You just want him to look as much like a janitor as possible, don't you?
He's well. He's good. He's nude. 2.
2, okay. And then a D2.
2.
Alright, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me a D22.
D22.
Mhm.
18.
How did I have this set up? Okay.
I don't know what that is. Give me a second.
There we go. Oh, Adam.
Mhm.
I got the rash guard pants and shirt. Too late. Why is everything burning? Oh, you just get the shirt. Son of a...
Your compression clothing.
My my D's are brand new and
Okay. Inside the workshop outside of time, you found a shocking. Well, it's actually an electric rapier. It's called Storm Flash. It is on page 602. It is treated as a +2 greater striking shock rapier that once per day you can cast a 6-level lightning bolt.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't have pants. But what was that? The 6 something?
6-level lightning bolt, DC 33 once per day. And then it's got a complicated way of protecting somebody from lightning.
Okay, that was on which page?
602. It's called Storm Flash. It is a rapier with a golden blade.
Fight with me! Don't fight me.
Okay, Malini. Mark? Malini's got some stuff. Did you already gear her up a little bit, or
I just gave her +1 hide armor and +1 striking wraps.
Okay, then we need a random item for her that she can use.
Sure. 1d what?
1d3. This is to figure out the level of the item around 14th. 1 is 13, 2 is 14th. Okay. Then we need a d2. 1 is consumable, 2 is not.
Consumable.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Give me a d8. Hey, Wither.
d6.
hey, what the thing was going on?
6.
Hey, Wither. 6. I gave her like basic adventuring gear, but nothing magical.
Yeah, that's fine.
She also was actually out in the world longer than everybody else.
What's the temperature out right like now? Is it like comfortable, or do we need like?
Does she use a bow or a ranged weapon, Mark?
No. She casts spells.
What does she use as a weapon?
A spear. Well, really, what she uses as a weapon is she wild shapes and eats things.
Can you put talismans on wraps?
I believe so.
Okay.
If you don't have wraps, I don't think you can use a talisman, though. And I could be wrong in that assessment. It's been a while.
Okay, you've got 3 talismans, Mark.
Okay. And
They're called Dazing Coils.
dazing coils. Okay.
They're on page 566.
566. All right.
Effectively, when you activate the coil, the damaged creature must make a DC 31 will save or be stunned 1. If they critically fail, they're stunned 2.
Okay. Page 566. All right.
Alright, there's some random treasure. Alright. So the 3 of you are bushwhacking your way through the woods looking for this grove. You guys are kind of curious, trying to see if there's anything that could help. Ali also wanted to take a walk because he's not quite, even though he knows what the components are for this special ounce of purity that he's about to craft, he's not quite certain he's up to the task quite yet. There's still some formulas you haven't quite figured out, and you're a little bit embarrassed to
That's PhD level shit. You're still doing your master's.
a walk might do you some good, and maybe you'll spot some ingredients or get some inspiration. Apparently, getting whacked in the head with trees from Mudrezzar as a largesse is well, not quite what you had in mind. We'll go over to Malini and to Stihk for a moment. Malini found this place and was somewhat drawn to it. You were gathering up samples of creatures and critters, and you felt the pull of a druid's grove, and know that nature itself would also respond similarly. That it would be a confluence of not only ley lines of this strange place, but animals might be drawn to it as well. You have a device which is called the Hexatomb Device. You can see it in the center there. It's this sphere that has all sorts of like little tiny like honeycomb cells around it. And this is the thing that when you press to a sample, a biological sample, one of the cells opens up and kind of absorbs the sample.
Okay. Oh, right. Yes, for the arc.
You've been obsessed with doing this since you arrived here, and have progressed quite some way. Do you have notes somewhere of what creatures and critters you've taken?
Yeah. Just give me a second. Where the hell? I did have them. Where's my salamander? And my salamander was spoiled, and I had a very good fern.
Maybe because you've been making multiple copies of the character sheet?
It's possible. Let me check the 12th level. I'm looking at the 14th level. Let me say.
I believe the term that we use at work is you forked this document. You forked it good.
Okay.
There's background noise coming.
I can hear.
Yeah, there's a TV.
My wife's watching something on TV. I'll have to turn it down.
Muchas gracias.
Let me search OneNote for salamander, see if it's... Nope. It does not exist anymore. I'm creating a new page. So, there's a plant, a fish, a bird, a mushroom, an amphibian, a reptile, a mammal, an insect.
It wouldn't be so loud if I wouldn't be so loud. So. All right. Yes. Those forms are. I wrote them.
No, they're not there anymore, Mark. I just searched for salamander. So, I remember you rolled pretty well for these things, except you botched one, right?
Yeah, I critically failed the salamander. I remember that one because I got this erotic salamander that I think is awesome for some reason.
All right, and then what is your knowledge nature 2 levels ago?
2 levels ago? I think it is actually 4 less because I upped my level to master. Oh, was I a master already? Hang on. Oh, I've got it right here. Forget it. My nature was 23 2 levels ago.
What was it, sorry?
23.
So let's say you took 10 on the others. You had a plant. What did you use as your plant?
It was a fern. Simple fern.
And the fish? It was like a pickerel, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The
The common lake.
bird was a sparrow. You didn't do mushroom yet.
No, I was gonna go back to the
Reptile.
mushroom place in the temple, or I was thinking about it because that's where they are.
Was it a snake?
I don't think I did snake.
Toad?
No. I didn't get that many rolls.
Okay, pick a reptile.
Reptile, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'll go with snake, I guess.
Okay.
Very common.
Give me a knowledge nature roll.
That's for level 12.
Yeah.
Okay. 38.
Okay, a mammal.
A mammal.
What would be the specimen?
Oh,
Let's say you haven't done the mammal yet.
all right, a chipmunk.
Okay, you could do a chipmunk. That's fine.
I saw a squirrel drag a piece of pizza up a tree.
31.
Okay, and an insect.
Insect.
What's the specimen?
For an insect, we'll go with a black fly. $40.
Nice. Okay. You know that you could keep on collecting creatures of these types. You're pretty sure that something was going to happen with the Hexatomb Device once you completed and got that last
Oh,
mushroom.
you know why? It was in Malini's collections. It was in Party's pages. Shit.
No, that's what I just
Oh,
created.
you just put that in there.
I just created, yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay. You think the device was about to do something after you've collected these specimens.
Okay.
The device, seems partially alive and it responds to the presence of life, and you know how to operate the device to collect creatures inside. You've never tried to collect, something bigger. I guess the biggest thing here would be the snake, maybe?
Snake, probably, yeah.
Maybe the fern, depending how big the fern was.
By leaf. It's fine.
No, it absorbed the entire thing. Now you did find the grove, and you and Stihk are actually hiding in the bushes just outside the grove. While the two of you were investigating the grove, which seems to have been penned off to be some sort of alpaca pen. There are sticks and makeshift fences. Okay. One side it looks like somebody dragged the stump of a felled tree. So I'll draw these barricades on the Druid Grove. So there's a stump of a felled tree that has been dragged to block this area, and a couple of logs. We'll say a few logs have been dragged over this side, and somebody, a giant, which surprised you. The giant didn't see the two of you when you were sneaking around in the pen trying to investigate. He had wandered up to the edge, tossed a couple of alpacas inside, startled the two of you. The two of you went bounding from this place. He didn't quite see it. The giant only had one eye. Perhaps he's poor of sight. And you and Stihk have been just sort of crouching in these woods for a while. You were going to step back out again to have a look when it looks like other things are around the woods. Namely, a shuffling plant that is a giant flytrap. Kind of came up to the edge and looked like it was trying to grab into the pen.
Okay.
And the giant kind of came out again and shooed it away. basically banged the ground a bunch of times with this big club, and the thing went wandering away. Do either of you speak, or do you speak giant?
Let me double check. She speaks.
I think Aaliyah's our talker.
No.
Okay, so the thing, he gave it a whack, and it seemed to shuffle off. You got the sense that they might come here frequently. The giant looked around and then went back to basically hunting or gathering up these alpacas. You can hear him trunching around in the woods a little bit. Stihk has been pulling on the side of your cloak for a moment.
I have bad news.
What?
Remember when you asked me to hold the Hexatomb?
Yes?
When we got startled, I dropped it.
Stupid Stihk. He smacks him in the head.
Yes, Stihk, very, very stupid.
You're muted, Mark.
It's okay. We will sneak back in and get it.
Okay. Yes.
She is
I
going
might have
to...
dropped it near the box.
You do remember seeing like a big rusted kind of like
Iron.
metal lockbox.
It might absorb one of the alpacas.
I could use an alpaca.
Okay, if matters weren't worse, you were just about to leave when you hear behind you some like breaking of sticks.
Crap.
And you can hear like 3 people muttering or talking a bunch to each other and maybe arguing.
Okay.
They're speaking in common.
No, really, you don't have to push it over. Oh.
I'm just trying to let you by there, beard. Hey, Stihk, what do you...
Half of my beard is back in that tree.
Hey, there's something through there. Some stones or something. He puts Iggy down off of his shoulder and kind of pushes Ali forward. Hey, you want to go in front?
Duh.
I think Mudrezzar, did you guys reclaim that big fucking meat cleaver, or was it
No,
gone?
the meat cleaver got stolen back. He had a acidic bursting glaive.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Or halberd.
He takes it out. Malini, Stihk, you guys can see a goblin, a man, a bearded man, and a confused-looking ogre.
Somebody.
I know them. They will make good distraction.
The goblin. I've seen the goblin before. He washes the floors of the blood and the gore in the temple.
Yes, very bad. Why wash anything? Dirt is good. From the no.
So, Iggy might not have heard that, but he squints.
Hey, there's like sheep or something.
I believe those things. Let me see here.
And
You see a bunch of stone, monolithic stone formation in a big circle, and then some other standing stones in the middle, and you can hear
big worshipping circle of stones.
you can hear the
nature.
yeah, they're called alpacas.
Those are alpacas. Not dangerous, I hope. They look normal enough. What about the stones, Marty?
What about them?
Knowledge Hall, Arcana, maybe.
You may want to get a little closer to investigate them.
These stones look quite interesting. They're obviously not natural. Let's Ali's actually gonna just like perception check for tracks before we get out of the forest and towards this.
Okay, do you have survival?
Yes, I do.
Okay, give me a survival check.
Okay. 23.
Mud everywhere.
There are some alpaca tracks. There are some, like coyote wolf tracks, maybe. You do find some very big humanoid tracks. We're talking huge humanoid
There's
that comes and goes from this place, and then some weird snake jumbles. Like you're picturing some sort of swarm of snakes rolling across the ground.
well, this is weird. But he looks at the alpacas. They're like, well, they're safe. Other than these two very strange tracks, I think we can proceed. Let's.
Okay, Malini. It looks like they're investigating some tracks on the ground.
On the ground.
You've only arrived here shortly before them. You already know that this place is pretty dangerous.
She walks out of the woods begrudgingly. Like,
Okay.
And of course the tracks of whatever that is.
Does Iggy know who Malini is? She was locked in a wall.
Yeah, give me a D3. 1, you don't have any idea. 2, you heard about her but never saw her. 3, you actually cleaned the pen before she got locked in there.
2.
You heard that they captured
I
a
know
note.
of him, a creature, Malini, something,
Yep.
something.
And then give me a D3 about Stihk.
2.
Yeah, you might think that this is one of the goblins that serve the temple. And that the one that wore the mushroom head hat refused to do violence and then got thrown into prison. Was going to be sacrificed. You're surprised to see him alive.
That guy should be dead.
Hello. My name is Ali Al Hakim, and this is Mudrezzar and Iggy.
I remember you.
Okay.
Uh,
I apologize. I get he steps. He puts
You
his
notice them
hands up
both
and
kind of like
he-
looking over their shoulder, and you can hear in the woods on the other side of the Druid Grove, like something snapping through branches and like something big moving around. Malini and Stihk look pretty nervous.
There is something.
Stihk goes running off into some bushes, kind of like, and he's more concerned about them now than you.
are you the Malini that is supposed to be coming back to help with getting the curing cleanse for the temple to make it clean?
She looks. Huh?
I believe you are the one that the.
Come, we go this way. We come back to go make thing to make temple clean.
No, I have to get my tool.
You need to. You would like to get what?
You lost your tool.
It's the Hexatomb.
Knowledge Arcana.
So
Uh,
disorganized.
She mentioned something.
Sure.
So disorganized. Forgetting tools.
Look at all the dirt. She said.
33.
Well, the term Hexatomb
filthy too.
actually means a great sacrifice, usually of animals. If, for example, in ancient Rome, a Hexatomb would be like when they slaughtered 1,000 cattle to the gods.
Okay.
The good days of old. Did they at
Is,
least eat them?
Is this an evil item, Marty?
You just defined the word. You actually don't know what she's talking about.
Item.
To you, a Hexatomb would be the god Bane and some other bloody gods like Tempest during times of peace would make great slaughter of livestock to honor them.
Question.
Yeah,
Would
their
Super Bowl
worshippers would.
Sunday be considered a modern Hexatomb?
With the amount of chicken that we eat, chicken and beef that we eat, yes. A modern Hexatomb would be Super Bowl Sunday, which is this Sunday. I don't even know who's playing. I will watch it, yes. But
Okay. Oh, do I have Rufus with me?
Oh, what is a Rufus?
Rufus is my animal companion.
Yes, Rufus is with you. Rufus was off foraging or something.
Is he a doggo?
No, he's a badger.
Oh. Okay then.
Isn't like the captain of the guard in Homeland named Rufus? Because that's the token that came up with us. Your animal companion is this dude.
What? People are animals, man.
Rufus. No, wrong Rufus. Okay. Alright. It's a badger?
It's a badger. There's the character sheet right beneath Malini.
Yeah, I might not have created a token for that yet. Give me a second. No, the badger is cute and ferocious at the same time.
You both seem to have fungus and dirt and mud and tangles.
Oh no!
It's like, yeah, good for eating.
It is for all of my friends.
And he takes off his hat, and you can see like moving a boulder where there's a lot of life underneath, stuff crawling around in the goblin pate, and little centipede and potato bugs and.
Don't worry, I will get the delousing powders. And we will
Why?
shave you up.
Why? Malini grabs a bug off its head and.
Stihk looks visibly sad at this.
I tell you, you have to share.
It is the circle of life.
Alright, Rufus hears some commotion, comes stupidly brave, wandering into the situation. How big is Rufus?
Medium.
Okay.
He's
So
a big
That's
badger.
big.
that's a big skunk-looking badger. At first you thought it was a skunk, and he takes a giant step backwards. And Rufus comes and nuzzles Malini a little bit, and then
Malini scratches him behind the ear.
it is now hissing and spitting at the rest of them.
How perfect. More things with fleas.
Yeah, be nice, Iggy. Everyone is different in their own way. Because they bite your face off.
Okay.
She speaks to Rufus
Yep.
in Badger. Enough. They're friends. They will help us.
Okay, the thing does a total 180 and is now licking Iggy's face.
Oh, this is so much better.
and then with its sharp claws tries to climb Ali to lick his face as well. It seems like the face is for licking. It doesn't lick any other part of you. It's just it wants to lick your faces.
Faces.
I hope this one does not lick its own behind.
Okay, it then is climbing Mudrezzar. Oh, it hurts. Sticking at Mudrezzar's face.
We all have hopes, bearded one. We all have hopes.
Cast to prestidigitate, and we're going to clean our face.
All right, you can hear heavy, giant footfalls returning to the edge of the.
Hide.
Yeah, I need a stealth check.
Okay.
I gotta
I
check.
am a master of disguise.
Sorry.
I'm gonna check ogre stealths.
That's your
Action, Marty?
I believe he meant perception.
Yeah, you can do an action.
And then
You
stealth.
can as the giant's walking back. You guys have a round's worth of actions.
Sure. I drink a mutagen, and I will give you my stealth.
Cool.
I got.
Well, screw the mutagen. Because fuck me.
How do you? Oh, forget it. Just do 2 rolls.
I can't. Being small, I don't think helps your stealth anymore.
No. So Malini got a 36. And
What do you think? Is your ogre an ogre boss yet, or is he still an ogre glutton?
he's an ogre boss. Come on.
Sure.
I believe it's pronounced Baus.
It would be a
So-
CR7 creature hanging around with a bunch of CR14s. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both Malini and Rufus got a 36.
Stealth plus 11. Really? What the fuck?
28 from
Ah,
Iggy,
add
because
your-
apparently he's busy casting spells instead of...
Add your level. That's why. That's why it's add your level.
No. He's a master of stealth, but rolls a 4.
I really should have put this into the initiative sheet.
Yeah, Adam, I know how you feel. I'm like, I can stealth.
No, I
Throw
can't.
the glass on the rock. Shit.
Shit.
Alright, Malini's already in there, but it looks like only the 12th level dudes are in here.
Yeah,
So
I'll adjust.
Oh,
sorry.
crap. I didn't update.
3.
that's fine. We only need the.
Stealth-based initiative?
Stealth
Or,
is 19,
Yep.
bonus is 3 for Ellie.
the stealth bonus is plus 24, and then improved initiative on Iggy.
Oh, where am I?
Iggy's what? Plus what? 24?
Plus 24, and then plus 2 initiative. Amazing initiative, plus 2.
Okay, Mudrezzar is plus 11. Ali is plus what?
Plus 9, my stealth is plus 19, and then I have a bonus of plus 3 right now.
3. Okay. Mark, you got Malini in there. I think
Yeah, I
Rufus
updated Malini.
goes at Malini's turn. Okay. Alright, we've got the Cyclops. We've got the giant fly trap. And we've got the alpacas.
Oh, we're gonna be attacked by we're gonna be attacked by barnyard animals.
No, just don't worry about it. But they are on the initiative sheet, and then we've got.
We're gonna be told to go feed the turkeys. Oh no! Not feeding the turkeys.
We've got something called the Briar Fawn.
I don't think I'm going to like the Briar Fawn.
Alright,
But that's mostly based on the statue we saw earlier.
Which will not be for the next shit.
No.
Yeah. You can buy some really interesting bronze statues, we'll just say. Oh, Greek mythology. Why are
I'm
you...
really certain that there's more than a couple dozen countries with which that statue could be illegal.
Yeah. Okay, and you guys are cool with random?
Yep.
Oh no, you already rolled. You rolled your initiatives.
I really wanted to be random. I rolled poopy pants.
I
4.
actually
I didn't
prefer
know.
random myself.
Okay,
Oh, we
well,
did stealth initiative.
You guys did just do your stealth. So
Yeah,
what did Malini roll?
A 36.
No, just the number I want
Oh, hang on.
on the d20.
And,
You got a 4.
rolled a 17.
Okay. Ali, what did you roll the d20? 2. Mudrezzar rolled a 17. We forgot. Stihk.
Steve.
You
When
guys.
you sleep, I'm going to delouse
You guys, so Mudrezzar, Ellie, and Iggy have the anti-plague greater poison and disease.
So we drank that before.
Yeah, the one will last 12 hours. The disease will last for 2 days.
Okay, the Cyclops rolls a 12.
Wait a sec. Pathfinder 1 Cyclops is terrible.
This thing may be a different variant of Cyclops. You haven't identified it yet. The giant Cyclops rolled a 20. The alpacas roll a 1 because they're just kind of like background noise, which means the other 20 goes to the Briar Fawn.
Do
No,
you remember
for
what the
crying out
Pathfinder 1 Cyclopses could do?
I don't
I
recall
don't
offhand.
remember, man.
Oh.
I don't remember.
I will wait to see if this thing could do that, because if it does it, I'll be like, ah, crap. But if it can't, then it's fine.
The Briar Fawn is just simply stealthing up to the edge of the woods so it can have a better look at the newcomers. And I'm going to roll its stealth.
Our perception DCs is what it's stealthing against?
Yep. It gets a 31.
I don't think I have that.
No, my perception DC is 30.
I think mine's 33.
Okay, so you.
I double check before it's. I don't play this character very often. Let's face
Perception
back.
is 22. So
Drakester!
I should be able to see it. Yeah.
Got a gong for Drakester. He's been with us for 25
man.
months. It's crazy.
Yeah. So the DC for me is 33.
Thanks for the sub, man. Good to see you.
Trickster.
We are streaming from the new place. The new place!
I remember how to play D&Ds.
Okay, Malini, you heard a little bit of like a twig snap, and you glanced over your shoulder, and you get the sense that there is some sort of forest fae like creature that is at the edge, pretty much where you guys were hiding originally, trying to figure out how to get your device back. It is looking at you, like it's this creepy, goat-headed, blue-skinned.
Nature check.
Yeah. On your turn.
Yeah.
The giant fly trap has not returned. Malini?
Malini is going to make a nature check on what is that thing she's looking at.
Yep.
Plus 25 now. $44.
It is a. It looks like a cross between a satyr and a faun.
Okay.
It has strange ritualistic spell scarring on its body,
Alright.
which is very strange. It is not regular magic. It's probably some sort of ritual magic. It is wielding some things that a faun or that a satyr would typically carry, and although it doesn't have it in its hands. Satyrs are known to have, I think, pipes.
Okay.
Let's see. He's got a dagger at his belt and a set of pipes. Neither of which is out. The pipes are also hanging, like a hand flute are also hanging from his belt, but he's sort of clutching the side of the tree and staring creepily at the group of you. The Cyclops comes wandering over.
Was that my turn? Or?
No, that was your, I guess, one of your actions to recall lore. What do you know about them? Because 33 is pretty, or 44 is pretty. I described first what was odd about it, but a satyr. Sorry, I have one monster manual and many monsters. But I have sticky ones. A satyr is a fey creature. They do have some primal innate spells. Typically, they try to mess with your mind.
Okay. Just looking at Mudrezzar was concerned now.
Their pipes can either make you friendly, make you afraid, or put you to sleep, or also
Right.
mess with your mind, and that's kind of like their music is what is mesmerizing. This one, because of its skin tone and the weird ritual magic it's got, obviously from its scarring, or at least obvious to your eyes, might be some sort of elder satyr.
Okay.
You're not sure.
Are they typically good, evil, neutral?
They are the chaotic sort of variants of nature. They are
Alright.
neither good nor evil.
Alright.
Not things that you trust by default, but
Yep, but not necessarily harmful.
satyrs also pretty much mate with anything. And his manhood is not disguised in any way and close to a foot long.
Yeah, we're going to cast Magic Fang on Rufus. Keep him away.
Iggy. Oh no, sorry, the cyclops. The cyclops. If any of you speak giant, he goes, "There you go. Get back in there." The alpaca kind of get dropped into the pen. He had one alpaca underneath each arm and had just sort of reached over the edge of the Stonehenge and dropped a couple of alpaca in there.
He kills for them. Interesting.
Mudrezzar. Hey, why are we here again? The giant dude sort of like stiffen up and is just sort of looking around. He blinks. He scratches the back of his head. It doesn't look like he's noticed all of you. Mudrezzar is like crouching behind a tree. Hey, why don't we just book it?
I have to get my tool.
Here, if you want to move a little faster, you can drink this and it will make you run a little faster.
At least a good crafter can make you another tool.
Not like this.
Oh, okay.
It's so special I don't even remember where I got it from.
Mudrezzar just stays in the squatted position behind the tree, although his gurgling belly, you don't know if it's hunger or if it's the digestion of something else previously. Squatting might not be the best thing for hiding. Ogres, man, they're all about eating and digestion. Ali.
He takes crossbow out, loads a bolt, and
Is there a reason why your token has 28 damage?
yes, because I took a mutagen that gives me 20 damage.
Oh, okay.
So
Mutagens are harsh.
It's equivalent of con damage, I guess.
I take a crossbow bolt out.
Yep.
So I load it. And what is this thing? The Brer Fawn. Can I?
You can't see it. What was your perception DC?
My 32.
Oh,
Like
you do,
22, but
32.
Yeah,
32. Okay, so you do see it. You got a 31 on his height. So
okay. So knowledge.
you can see it looking at you.
Knowledge what? Oh, it sees us. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Knowledge WTF. Nature.
Nature.
Okay. What is this guy immune to? 32.
Malini also knows this. If you're going to fight it, Fae typically are weak to cold iron.
Okay.
They're generally hardy little fuckers, though. Like, holy
Or
crap.
that's how if they get a bunch of bonus hit points, but a
Yeah.
weakness.
Yep.
Yeah.
Poison? Any poison resistance or?
Nope. Fae creatures are subject to poison. At least
I
these
apply
particular
poison.
kind. Okay. So you're applying poison to your crossbow.
Brilliant.
He seems whether or not he's looking directly at you or realizes what you're doing, but he seems very unconcerned with your action of taking out your crossbow, and he seems to be staring maybe at somebody else in your group. Stihk is just hiding. He will cast a low-grade druid spell on Rufus.
We need you. You need to. You're very dirty. Are we fighting things, or are we just going to go sneak and get the tools?
Prepare yourself. They already know we're here.
No.
This one knows we're here.
I must free the alpacas.
What?
Why?
What?
I must free the alpacas.
Why?
The giant will eat them.
No, giant just put them in cage.
What do you
To eat
expect them
them
to be?
later.
Do you expect them to be wizards or something?
But that's what.
That's kind of their purpose.
Do you eat?
She looks shocked at you.
Okay, Stihk is going to cast Bark Skin on Rufus.
Okay.
Bark Skin is DR slashing and fire vulnerability.
Oh yeah.
Okay, no,
Not for that
target
one.
gains resistance 2 to bludgeoning and piercing, and weakness 3 to fire.
Okay.
It's a very interesting spell.
Indeed.
There's why we haven't been using it.
He's too low of a level to heighten it, so...
Okay. Well, it's something.
Yep. And then he re-hides, I guess. The alpacas, let's see. They are started a little bit by the giant, which means they kind of go running by the Hexatomb Device, which is dropped in on the ground somewhere. Let's see if one of them steps on it.
No.
6, 7, 8.
Do we see the Hexatomb Device from here, or is
No, well, there's a bunch of rocks and that sort of thing, but you can hear the...
Alright, what is silly tool that
There's sort of a flash of golden light. You can hear an alpaca kind of...
Oh, did one get absorbed?
Yep.
I mean, that's a great weapon to use.
So I'm gonna write down.
What quality was the alpaca? Or the-
Well, he wasn't very perceptive now, was he?
Malini's collections, and I'm just gonna put.
Unknown alpaca.
Like a questionable quality.
Not very good.
So extra creatures in the template. Extra creatures. We've got mammal and alpaca. Unknown.
When does Iggy go?
Sorry, we skipped.
Is there a tree near us? Looks like we're
Yeah, you guys are in the forest area. There are lots of trees.
Iggy's going to do a little dance of the triple time, which is a +10 status move speed bard song that it's no sound effect. So everybody's got a +10 foot move speed for a round to all their move speeds. And then I'm going to double climb up a tree to the tallest point of the tree to see if I can see what the stupid tool that we're looking for, so that we can go home and clean the temple, because we're all getting dirty. It's terrible out here.
Okay.
40 feet up a tree.
You're about 30 feet up the tree. You're kind of in like the top of the tree. It's swaying a little bit, and you can see that. Yeah, you saw. You don't quite see the device, but you saw a little bit of like golden light disappearing into something on the ground. It's on the other side of this central monolithic stone, and you never got to count how many alpacas there were, but the light seemed to startle them. They all kind of hopped back from the...
Oh, look, that stone is 20 feet away, 120 feet away.
What kind of bonus is the move speed?
10-foot status bonus to all move
Status.
speeds.
Okay.
Oh.
Round 2, the Briar Faun. Narrows his eyes, and he's going to... Oh, yeah, the The fucking cyclops noticed the fucking golden light. It was back in his shirt. He kind of did a double shake and he growls at that. And he's looking at the thing. The Briar Fawn, he was looking in your direction, but when the golden light came out, his head snapped that way, and it's sort of like an O, like a realization crossed across his face.
I don't want to chase this thing through the forest for the next forever.
It's going to stealth to the edge of the stonework.
This is like the nature version of the Hellraiser cube.
He gets to hear the cyclops. The cyclops saw motion. He's just going to stay hidden. He's like behind these stones. You can see him. He can see you. The giant fly trap. You can hear some rustling. Something coming through the bushes. Malini?
You're muted.
Malini is going to move up at plus 10.
10 foot to all of your move speeds.
Alright.
Fly for 10 feet.
Gonna move up.
If you have a fly speed.
I do not have this fly speed.
Yes.
Just gonna move up to here. Oh, wrong key. There we go. So 30 plus 10 to move speed.
Yep.
Then she's gonna spend a focus point and wild shape into a huge earth elemental.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Going all the way aggressive.
Protect us.
Okay, so that was an Do you want me to make a token for your...
Yeah, look at the bottom of her sheet. Her
Elemental?
14th level sheet. I got a picture that you can use.
Cool.
I think I actually stole it from Zed's sheet.
So this is the Molina mental?
The Melina, yes. Melini mental.
I had fun picking up Zed's wild shape tokens.
It's a huge earth elemental.
Huge, yes.
This kind of reminds me of Lemmy.
What's the
Oh, just a gnomish druid turning into elementals.
I just did it for mobility.
This is...
An enemy didn't fight.
We have
yet.
a first level adventure on like mega steroids is what this is.
Okay, whatever motion the cyclops noticed around the side from the Fae, he's now looking at the elemental, who has clearly come to take his food.
F this shit up.
Aggressively challenges manhood. So Malini changes. How many actions was the change?
Two actions.
Okay.
For semantic.
Which brings us to the Cyclops, who is actually a greater Cyclops.
So
There's a
here's
wizard and a sorcerer.
I know you guys don't remember, but in Pathfinder these things could roll natural 20 at will. The
I
number of
do
times
not
per day.
recall that.
Yeah,
I do not
recall.
recall.
Roll was a 20.
How many times a day?
A number of times, that's all we recall.
Well, I know how many, but I'm just
Oh.
going to say.
Too much. That ability, too much bullcrap. Oh, they had something like.
I have the Cyclops as an also
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Bullshit.
Oh, you're the Cyclops.
That's the end of your group.
He scoops up a rock. He's gonna whip it at the earth elemental.
What? Why are we being violent?
AC 32 on Malini.
What to do this?
AC what?
32.
Misses.
It appears we are.
Rock bounces off your shoulder and kind of breaks apart. Okay, as his next action, he is going to... You know what? He doesn't even need a club. He's got it, though. He pulls out his great club. And he's going to start marching towards all of you. He's going to...
That is right. Come closer.
He kind of like straddles like hockey boards, kind of like slides into the pen. That eats up some movement. However, he gets to hear the alpacas are kind of they're used to him and they're startled a little bit, but. Iggy?
Do I see his box?
You do see that from up there, yeah, you do see that there's this big rusty lockbox. It might not even be locked.
Okay.
Looks like it's been beaten.
Do I think that the stone in the middle has a bulk of 80 or less and has a longest linear dimension of 20 feet or less?
This thing?
Yeah.
Maybe. So it's about the size of 2 people.
Okay, and
Stone.
it's about 8 times the density of 2 people. Right, so it's 2 times 2, like 2 people is 6 bulk, so 12 bulk. It's something like 80 bulk, or it's 3 times for stone, 3 times the density of water.
Yeah.
So it's 12, 36 bulk.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to cast telekinetic haul, pick the thing up 20 feet in the air, and move it kind of towards the cyclops.
So
I see the trinket underneath.
You're picking up this big stone.
Yes.
Okay, so these little stones that are here, this stone is planted in the ground. It wobbles a little bit. The entire circle, like there's some sort of magic that you're disturbing from the circle of stones. It is now pulsing. It pulses out from the stone as you pick it up out of the ground.
How does Malini feel about
how
this?
far up does this big stone thing?
I can move it 20 feet. So I need to move it out of the way. So I'm moving it 20 feet this round.
All right.
And then...
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a token of the stone, and then I'm going to...
How about a dance, Adam? Can you use a dance to choo-choo-choo?
Oh, yeah, I'll give you a move speed dance, too.
Not a move speed, I want to shoot bonus.
I could give you a shoot bonus, but you're so far away from the foes.
No, I'm not. Crossbow. You are, I'm not.
Don't worry, you'll get both of them when once I'm done stealing all the treasure from the distance, I'll use the move speed bonus to run away with the treasure.
I like that. Yeah.
Because I'm going to pick up the stone, move out of the way, pick up the little ball, put it in the chest, pick up the chest, and carry it out of there. You guys have fun with the fight. Just leave it up.
Alright, there's the ancient block of stone. That's a little too big. There we go. Look at that. And then I'll just...
The Cyclops is doing that, Kenny.
Okay, and we're going to pick...
I'll just make this green.
Try to move it sort of towards the Cyclops a little bit.
He's in a baseball bat towards
Iggy will then wiggle on the tree to give everybody in a 60-foot radius a status of 10-foot move speed status, so the whole party.
Okay.
Awesome.
As a bard song, and is it the ball-looking thing on the ground? Look like a shiny honeycomb ball.
Is it safe to grab?
Yes.
Still have ears, rock things.
Yes.
Is it safe to grab?
Okay.
Yes.
The
Show that
ogre's...
to the llama.
The ogre's coming over. He's got 10 feet movement increase, so he moves
Did
it.
we miss Ali, by the way?
No,
Nope, he's right after.
last time.
He's right after Mudrezzar. So 10.
No problem. Mudrezzar is moving. I thought the Cyclops. Sorry. No, never mind. We're good.
Mudrezzar. Oh, he's got his glaive out. He just moves next to Malini. Hey, you get pretty big there, Dryad.
Yes. Just
There's a glare on your camera and it was red on your eyes. You said that? Freaked me out.
Ali?
Okay, Ali's going to move. All right, I guess we're doing this. Is there a way to run through these or no?
You kind of have to climb through them.
Okay.
The earth and rocks have been built up enough that the alpacas can't just hop out.
Okay.
You've got really good cover if you want to run right up to it.
Like, could I get over to the lip so I can shoot?
Yep, it'll be difficult terrain to climb up onto the rocks.
So I currently have 60-foot move speed, so I can, I guess, with 2 moves, get up here somewhere. Is that okay? So 50.
Difficult terrain.
This is
So you're just out of it from 2 moves.
No. This is 1 move for me to get here.
Oh yeah, 2 moves. You're up on the rocks.
But I wanna like cover.
You could even have cover. Yes. You're kind of up between a couple of the rocks.
Yeah,
You've got your crossbow.
like...
And who are you firing at? An alpaca?
Dinner. Get the barbecue ready.
I'll shoot the giant.
Okay.
The cyclops. He didn't give me the bonus.
We are murder hobos.
Actually, did this guy do anything evil at all?
He shot a rock at the rock Malini.
Who's threatening him? He at least yells in giant.
I wasn't trying to impact anybody's actions.
Ali yells in giant. We only want one thing belonging to us. We do not want to fight.
Give me a charisma roll?
Oh, all my characters suck. Alright.
You make people with dump stats and charisma.
Of course I do.
I was watching Demon
17.
Watch recently, and yeah, man, it's amazing.
Man, we're born.
Get out of here! It says in giant. It waves its club in your general direction. And put my stone back!
Then can we get one thing and leave? It belonged to us.
He scrunches his face up and doesn't quite
We
know
will
what
not
you're
harm
talking about.
Amas or you. We leave.
He grunts. He seems to not.
We may be able to speak with him. We may not have to fight.
And so Lee's yelling into combat. Stihk is just going to sneak up a little bit.
Hey guys, he looks friendly.
Goblins have climb speeds?
It's one of the racial traits.
Oh, okay.
Cool. That's pretty freaking cool.
So it's it was a high level racial trait. I think it's 9th level trait.
Okay, he can't do that. Stihk is going to hide behind the tree that Iggy's up.
Yeah, cave climber.
And then the alpacas are kind of scattered a little bit from the presence of the giant and the floating rock and the gold thing that sucked one of them up. The Briar Faun is going to move to the makeshift gate. He sees the Hexatomb Device. He's going to enact a spell.
I'm gonna go enact to get something from the fridge.
Yeah, I might be enacting a protein shake here pretty quick.
Telekinetic projectile.
He's The thing that sucks up animals out of itself. That seems like a high risk maneuver.
It's 30 feet.
I telekinetic projectile the sphere of annihilation of myself.
Okay. An unattended object within range that is bulk 1 or less. Sure. Make a ranged attack against the target. If you hit, it's a 7th level heightened. Okay, he's going to telekinetically project the thing at one of the alpacas.
What a dick.
You notice the thing get up and kind of. And there's this golden light as he smacks an alpaca in the head. It smacks it in the head for 76 damage.
Ow!
And the artifact was used up and did suck up a second alpaca.
That will not be a good sample.
The one beside it makes this weird sheep-like noise. It drops on the ground. The creature's eyes are wide with want. The fawn is going to have so much fun with the Hexatomb Device. Hey Tay. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for following. Hope you let us know if you have any questions. Malini, who is currently in Earth Elemental form, because Iggy has moved the central monolithic stone of the Druid Henge out of the way, you can see the Hexatomb Device. You saw it just pelted one of the alpacas and caused it to disappear. It's flashing with golden light, and the last golden light is in one of the little cells of the Hexatomb Device. And you know that he just collected an alpaca.
Rufus. So she commands Rufus to go after. We don't have the speed bonus, eh?
Yeah, you do.
Yes, you do.
Oh, we do. Okay, so.
Okay, Rufus, the pony-sized badger.
It gets 2 actions, and I am going to burrow for 60 feet.
Okay, you kind of have to go down underneath the stones and up.
Okay.
A little B in your 60 feet.
That's really cool.
I'm just double checking my burrow speed here.
It increases all move speeds.
Yeah, so it would have been 60 feet, but I got to do the.
You come here to steal my milk, steal my meat, steal my cheese.
I don't understand you, chum.
Ali does, but he's in cover with a crossbow, trying to do diplomacy from above.
We can reason with him, please. Don't attack. That blue one over there is a problem.
You've come out of the ground, Mark?
Yeah.
Okay. I think Memagog is going to charge Malini.
Get out of my grove.
He's speaking in giant, so it's all...
Yeah, it's just nonsense to me.
Memagog's club is not nonsense, though.
No, I'm just going to move Malini up into the kind of the corner.
Memagog is going to strike with his club. AC 41.
That'll hit.
Memagog does 29 points of bludgeoning damage to Malini with the club.
Okay.
It has something called shove.
I believe shove means when you crit, you can push people 10 feet? 5 feet? Something like that?
Yeah.
So after 9 damage after 10 hit points.
Was that critical?
No.
Nice. 9 damage after 10 hit points. Cool.
Well, it's a battle form, so you get 10 hit points for changing.
He can kind of backhand swung with his club, hit you in the face. He's telling you to get the hell out of here. Like he gave you a whack, and it's while aggressive and hurt, it kind of looked like he will stop. Like he's telling you to get out of his house, basically, or out of his barn, or his.
We do not
his
need to
corral.
fight him. The blue one, the horned one, he is a problem. Focus on him.
He gives you this look like this. There's this maniacal look in his face.
Something is wrong with him.
Iggy.
Iggy will sustain the telekinetic hull with an action.
Okay.
We're going to move this pillar. So he's between the pillars over there?
He is standing kind of where the thing.
Sorry, I'm using my mouse to point.
Yeah, okay.
The briar found.
He is on the other side of this barrier where the tree stump. He's like looking in.
All right, he's going to try to block it with. Big...
Yeah, okay, the big pillar goes in. Bring me.
Okay, and then Iggy is going to.
Oh, I'm gonna have to run.
There we go. That is in a pocket.
Iggy will cast a. I don't want to kill the guy, so we'll cast a fly spell. Maybe no. No, we don't cast. We don't know how to fly. We can't cast a fly spell. We're going to do a burst of move speed again, which gets. It doesn't get Malini. It does get Ali and Mudrezzar, and I think Rufus is too far away. Yeah, Rufus is too far away, and then Iggy will climb down the tree. So he can move in.
Okay. He's climbing up and down trees. Mudrezzar. Hey, get out of here! He's just waving his glaive around. Get out of here! You don't belong here! He's attacking the ground. Mudrezzar's a nice guy.
Yep. It's the battle of the nice guys here.
Ali.
How much cover does the fawn have?
The fawn's got some pretty damn good cover right now because of the block and the
At least looks back at.
There is a space. You can see him. He's got +2 on his AC right now. If he squats for cover, he'll have +4.
There's a +2 to his AC, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
There is a gap, and you're looking at the gap, and there's a few roots in the way, but you could probably like launch a bomb or fire your crossbow or.
No, I'm gonna shoot a crossbow full time.
Okay.
Okay. Ugh. Why can't I roll more than a 4?
AC 28.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I missed.
I'm pretty sure you missed as well. Yep.
Can I recover that bolt, by the way?
I think they're. The old rule is 50-50.
I think you had poison on that bolt. I think that's the reason
Pretty
why.
damn effective poison.
Stihk. Stihk is just following behind Iggy.
Be careful, Iggy. We don't want anything to happen to you.
I don't want anything to happen to me either.
I look after the things that live in the dirt and you clean the dirt. We are good goblins.
You need a shave.
I could find little mushroom for you.
We'll be right back.
Little mushroom jock.
I do not defile or deface myself with clothes. Not goblin way.
If you say so. I hope that no one dies.
Someone always dies.
I the lesson that Malini has been teaching me.
Yeah.
The alpacas? They're on the initiative, A, because it's fun, B, because the Hexatomb Device is...
Eating them.
we needed to establish what the fuck that thing did. The Briar Faun is going to... Can you do that at will?
Marty, could I have reloaded a crossbow? Bolt?
Cantrips at 7th level. He's gonna whip it at Ellie.
That happened.
No, he's gonna whip a rock at Ellie. You know, so you shot at him. He points and kind of dances around a little bit. You notice a rock kind of lifting out, like just a little bit of like a pomegranate-sized rock. Goes launching at Ellie.
Yep.
This thing's...
I have cover from the...
Yes, you did. You had some cover. You had a +1 cover bonus to AC, unless you took an action to take cover.
Got up. Yeah, I did. I did. Do I have to do it every round?
Yep.
You have to take actions to get there's
I
cover
didn't get
by
out of it,
location,
like
and then
shot.
there's
Yeah.
cover. Take
Yeah. So you had enough actions to take cover. So you got a +2 cover bonus to your AC. It's AC 29 with a 2.
No, it's this. Fuck. What? Oh.
Wham! The rock breaks apart against your cover. Pieces of the rock go flying everywhere.
Like I said, this is a first level adventure just on really This is like, yo, we left the town.
He then is going to abandon his really good cover as he's trying to see where the Hexatomb device is. He still has cover, but same cover as you. He will take cover though, so no, he had to move. So he's only got a +1 to his AC right now. The giant fly trap hears all sorts of like commotion, and it's hungry, so it's going to start moving in because it's alpaca eating time.
I want to make a deep nuts joke. Alpaca, whatever. Oh, that's not good.
Does he have 20-foot movement? Just move it 60 feet in. Comes right up to the stone barrier. You now know what the herd of snakes was. It's actually not a herd of snakes, but it's all the roots from the quite mobile giant fly trap. You're pretty sure it doesn't eat just flies. Or the flies get really big around here. The giant man trap, weird. Malini, in her earth elemental form.
You're muted.
Mark needs to unmute his.
Malini has Rufus move to here. It's 2 moves.
You're,
Oh crap! Right, I had the wrong. There. Do I have a flank now with Rufus?
no, he's behind some rocks and with cover, so you'd have to be kind of right up to him.
I will take a step. So if I step this way,
Yep.
all right, I'll step, and I'm gonna take a shot at the fawn.
Who?
Malini.
Malini is, okay.
Yeah.
Lucas double moved. I think he's out of action.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's out of action.
I find animal companions really underwhelming in Pathfinder 2.
Yeah, we'll see.
You spend 1 action to get 2 actions from your animal companion.
Yeah.
It feels like what you should do at first level, but it feels like it should get
Yeah,
better.
but it takes out that whole. I have my horse move, charge forward, and then I take a full round attack.
Yeah, but there were penalties for that if you were doing missile attacks.
All right, let me double check the bonus to hit. Malini as an earth elemental.
Hey, look at him go! Says Mudrezzar. Fucking Mudrezzar.
He's gonna be angry.
The fawn doesn't seem to be very concerned with Rufus. Like, it glances back at him, and then the massive fist comes hammering in. It actually hits some of the stonework, the monolithic stonework. Yeah, AC 28 is a miss.
Yeah.
Flat-footed even.
That's it.
Okay. The Great Cyclops. Takes a look around. He sees the fawn, sees you,
Everyone get out!
he has.
Does he have a skull bandolier? I mean, his token has a skull bandolier, but does he have a skull bandolier?
Yeah.
Human skull bandolier.
May not be humans, but.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, well.
Sentient humanoid.
He's gonna. You're not getting out of his home, so he's gonna give Malini a whack, and then he'll try to hit the Briar Fawn with his big mighty club.
Equal opportunity beats.
Yeah. AC 31 on Malini.
This is
Kind of bounces off of the stony mane of your earth elemental form, and then plus 20 against the fawn. AC 27 misses. There's magic on his club. He's going to, as his last action, pick up the Hexatomb.
no.
What is this shiny thing?
Please turn yourself in and get yourself sucked in there.
Turn yourself in. Oh, it's my giant set.
Nope. The Hexatomb device is not ready to start absorbing higher order beings.
Oh, it's a Katamari. Okay. I gotcha.
It has yet to get one of the lower order beings. It still needs a mushroom. Iggy.
You traveled here with a guy who is basically wearing mushrooms. Just steal his pants and stick it in. Iggy is going to... Oh no, he took the thing! Now my spell doesn't say that the object has to be unattended, but I think it's just only natural for it to be unattended.
Sure.
Because it's...
Unless there's a saving throw or something. If it's...
Nope, it's got no saving
Okay.
throw, it's just the shit moves. Because I think you're supposed to use it for big stuff, but I want to use it for little things. So Iggy's going to use a bard song to grant move speed to everyone. 10 foot fast all move speeds.
Please let me hit stuff.
It only gets Ali and Stihk and Iggy. Iggy will move forward 40 feet, and Iggy is going to then sustain or telekinetic haul the rusted iron lockbox. Or steal your treasure if you don't give.
Just the big box.
Yep, it just starts.
Lifts off the ground. How high up does it go?
He goes 20 feet.
Okay.
You steal from me!
No. Give us back the spear. Give us back the spear. Give back your box.
You can speak giant?
No pass. Shit.
I said it in common or English because Ali can.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. That's fine.
I was-
You're yelling. You're yelling. Give us back a spear, and then it's Mudrezzar's turn.
Hey, get out of here! Don't you know it's good for you?
Mudrezzar's going to try to give.
He's gonna get murdered by this Gilbert del Toro evil face. I'm gonna quickly grab a shit.
If you play my pan flute, that makes you commit suicide with a spoon.
That's an awesome idea. Alright, Mudrezzar with his is it +1?
I believe so, yeah.
It's AC 36! I think he hit him.
I hope so.
And it's acid?
Yeah.
It's striking as well?
I don't know that it's striking. I think it's just acid.
No, it's striking. Give me a second. Is it on his character sheet? It could be.
We don't have...
We don't have a character sheet for him. So
Adam
it's
knows what it is.
2d10 plus 11, I think plus 1d6 acid.
Yeah.
Okay, does 24 damage to the Briar Fawn. Whack! Kind of hits him over the side, over the back. The Briar Fawn growls at that. Something that small should have reacted a bit more than what it did for that smack.
Yeah.
Mudrezzar like looks at it like it did not hurt. Ali,
It took acid damage?
it did.
Interesting. Ali's going to... Can I run across this stuff?
Yeah, treat it as difficult terrain. You can make an acrobatics. You can make an acrobatics check if
Over here.
you don't want to treat it like difficult terrain. Kind of like hop all along the top of it.
That's 30 feet. My acrobatics would be... Yeah, sure.
Okay, this is like a 4th level DC
What is
attempt.
this? I can't roll... Oh, it's a 5 now. It's the highest I've rolled today.
Congratulations.
29.
A 4th level DC is DC 19, so you make it.
Yes,
You kind of skip along the rocks with great dexterity. Okay,
Give us
now
the rock. Give us our sphere, and we'll give you the treasure back.
the giant blinks one big long blink as he sees Ali dancing along the rocks.
I'm going to grab a bomb from my pouch. I'm gonna whip it at the guy. Now I don't want to damage everybody else. Where's the badger?
Right behind him. Like,
So everybody's.
Mudrezzar and the badger on the outside, so is he. You kind of lean over the side and you can see him. And these guys are in the pen with the alpacas.
Okay, fine. 6. Just reload the crossbow and give him a shot.
Okay, firing at the Briar Fawn.
Yeah.
AC 34.
Thanks for the help. Plus 2, 3, 5. Hey, I hit him.
Yep.
Not by much. 2d8 plus 2. For 8 damage. Doing nothing.
The crossbow does graze his shoulder, and you do see a wound opens up.
No, watch
Stihk.
that wound. You keep an eye on that wound.
Okay, Stihk is moving up behind Iggy, fretting while he goes. He took off his hat and has got all the little critters trying to get it, like trying to save them by making them go into the grass. The alpacas. Well, the alpacas are moving away from all the sounds of danger. So these ones run over here. This one's bleeding at the gate. This one's moving here. These two look like they think they're safe, and they're just sort of hunkering down in this area. What they do not see or smell is the giant flytrap. Briar Fawn.
Did we hit it?
Yeah.
Cool. Think of children's nightmares.
Okay, the Briar Fawn's going to cast a spell. It's called Mirror Image.
Gonna do that defensively? Does anybody have a reaction here? I forgot.
I don't see any fighters. Ogre's the only chance.
I think you get 3 mirror images, or is it 4?
I thought it was 3. And then Ptolemy gets 4 because he has an item. Mirror image, you get 3.
Okay. That's a 2-action spell. The creature cast it as a... Well, you don't know. There's 1 action left. Okay, I think it's going to retreat back into the woods. It just kind of gets back into the edge of the tree line and stops. The giant fly trap reaches over the edge and is picking up one of the llamas or the alpacas. This one realizes there's bleeding from that one, and this one realizes it's in a rough spot, but it just bleeds. Malini.
So cute. So dead.
Malini will... no, we want to have Rufus chase the thing.
He did provoke, but I don't think anyone has reactions. Oh,
No.
the ogre might. Give me a second.
King Fox is saying he does.
The hill giants did before. I don't know if the ogres did.
The ogre boss does have an AOO, so plus 20. This is during the spell casting. He would have cast it.
No, smack him. Not 20.
Give me 1 second. Steady spellcasting can attempt a DC 15 flat check to avoid disruption on a success. Okay, so he's going to successfully hit him first. 37, which I did. He's going to make the flat check to make the mirror image go off. He doesn't. Okay, so he got whacked for 2d10 plus 11 plus 1d6 acid, I
He
think.
doesn't have any mirror image though.
27 damage.
Oh god.
59 and no mirror image, and then he provoked again as he ran away.
But
And-
hasn't he?
That he just came crashing down hard between his 2 horns with the corrosive polearm.
He's poisoned as well at this point.
Who's that? The Briar Fawn?
Yeah. Didn't
No.
He didn't get hit by the poison.
oh.
No, I didn't hit
Oh.
him.
Yep. All right.
Oh, the other one was
Malini's turn. There's a floating rusted iron lockbox. The giant's yelling. He's got the Hexatomb Device in his hands, and then his club in his other hand.
Alright, so Rufus is going to move here.
Okay, there's a big stone and a like a fence to keep medium-sized creature out.
Rufus burrows to get there.
Or he can hop over, so that would be 15 feet worth of
He's
movement.
got a burrow speed?
He's got a burrow speed.
Okay, he goes
Actually-
under.
He'll burrow. Why is this doing this right now? There we go. He'll burrow. He's got a special action. or he can burrow behind a creature,
Yeah.
causing difficult terrain.
Neat.
So that's what he'll do.
So badgers are like Bugs Bunny.
Yes, basically.
Okay, so there's difficult terrain in his square, basically, is what you're saying?
Behind him, like, so he can't 5-foot step back. Or step back.
Ah, I see. So when you burrow up, there's some difficult terrain there.
Yeah.
Horrible animal.
And that's one move for her, and she's going to try to...
Wonder what's going to happen when he throws the Hexatomb Device at your animal.
Animal companion. When you turn the beast,
It gets a save, doesn't it?
Am I going to save?
And she's going to try and hit the giant. Plus 20.
Wascally wabbit indeed.
you can't keep animals to make cheese and milk.
Does 37...
Give me my death cube.
Who are you attacking?
The giant?
Yeah, you slung the giant in the face. What a majestic beard the cyclops has.
Yeah, effort was put in to make that thing even.
34 damage?
34 damage. Yeah, this is the first damage you did to the giant. He noticed that.
Second attack?
Oh no, they're having the fisticuffs.
32?
AC 32 is his AC. Flat-footed with the creature behind it would be 30. Bam!
This time 39 damage?
Oh! 60.
Malini hits really hard.
Yeah, she does. Huge earth
Just a
elementals hit
big
very
bloody,
hard.
bloody mouth and beard as you're clocking this thing in the head.
5d10s?
Yeah, they do. The 7th level version of Elemental Form gives you a 4d10 plus 11 hit, and the striking hand wraps give you an extra
die.
deep die.
So the best hand wraps you can get would give you 2 extra dice? Or
Yes.
3? 2.
3.
The best
Three.
would be 3 extra dice.
Yeah.
But your damage becomes not based off of your ability scores anymore, right? It's,
No,
yeah.
like if you like the next level down, the damage bonus is plus 16, but it's
Less dice.
less dice. Yeah. Yeah, it is. All it does is give you, this is your bonus to hit, this is the damage you do.
Okay. I think as a move action, he stows the Hexatomb Device into the bag where he keeps all of his boulders.
He's dead now.
He then 2-hands his club and is going to hit Malini twice.
Are you? Are you though? You probably are.
How hurt is Malini?
9 damage.
AC 39
Hits.
More than 9 damage.
and AC 34.
34 misses. I am going to roll my flat check as a reaction to partially disappear as my gnome racial ability. 11 is what I need, so I get resistance 14.
When you get missed? Or when you get
No,
hit?
no, when I get hit.
Oh, okay.
So 39 becomes 25.
No, 39 was the 2 hit.
Oh, okay. What's the damage?
Yeah. 3d10 plus 13. 34 damage.
Okay, so 20 damage.
Okay. So you basically flicker in and out of,
Existence, yes.
okay, or invisible. Alright, so he swang twice and used a action to put the thing away, so it's Iggy's turn.
Everybody's being so... He should not steal.
Stealing is bad.
So bad. So, he's being really violent, right? So we should scare him, right? He looks hearty, right?
Yes, maybe he's scared, run away, and everyone will live.
Yeah, I'll trying to scare him to run away, and maybe everyone will live.
We're going to. Actually, sorry. I want to see if I don't think it's in range. But duplicate foe.